can't find God in the dark. People stumble and bumble and fall in the dark. Men love darkness because it hides their evil deeds. You can't find God in darkness. You better know who Jesus is. Jesus, and he's out front. He's transparent. He's obvious. He's right there in your face. You can't deny him. You can reject him, but you sure can't deny him because he's there. The evidence is there. The proof is there. Jesus is there. All you got to do, man, is come out of darkness and come on out into the light. And it's right there in your face who Jesus is. Jesus says, I am the light of this world. That's who I am. And then he goes on to say in John chapter 10 and verse number 7, I am the door of the sheep. I'm trying to get through here, but it looks like I'm going to be preaching for a while today. Jesus said, I am the door. You got a whole lot of folk walking around today thinking that they can get to God through some other door. But I stopped by to tell you, Jesus said, I am the door. You can't get to the Father except by the Son. You can't get to heaven except by Jesus Christ. You cannot get to your eternal destiny to spend forever with God without going through the Son of God. You may not have a religious propensity. You may not be a spiritual minded person, and you might not care much about church and holy things and spiritual things. And I might not like all your little rules and your little regulations, but I stopped by to tell you today, you'll never get to heaven your way. It's going to be Christ's way or no way. I am the door. I always have been the door. I am the door. I forever will be the door. You can't get to the Father without coming through the Son. You can't get into the church without walking through Jesus. You can't get to salvation without coming through the Son of the living God. You can't do away with Jesus. You can't get around Jesus. You can't get underneath Jesus. You can't get behind Jesus. You can't do away with Jesus. You can't ignore Jesus. Jesus is the door, and the door is in your face. And not only is the door in your face, but the door is standing between you and the God of eternal salvation. You gotta go through Christ. Folks say, well, I don't think it's the only way. Well, see, that's what's in your little funny mind. But the Bible says, Jesus said, I am the door. I am the door. I always have been the door. I am the door. Now, I'm going to be the door in 2014. I'm going to be the door in 2018. I'm going to be the door as long as the world stands. You will never, ever get to the Father except you come by me, because I am. And you can decipher that any kind of way you want to. And when you're through with it, I got something to tell you. Jesus told me to tell you, I am the door. And not only is he the door of the sheep, he said, I'm the good shepherd. John 10 and 11, I am the good shepherd. A good shepherd giveth his life for sheep. Jesus is my shepherd. Lord have mercy. Don't y'all make me stand up here and preach today. I said Jesus is my shepherd. No wonder the psalmist David said that the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Maketh me to lie down in green pastures, leading me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. No wonder Jesus showed up there, and he says, the psalmist says that the Lord is my shepherd. If you want to move a mountain, you better find the shepherd. You better find the shepherd, because the shepherd gave his life for the sheep. The shepherd keeps the hirelings away from the sheep. The shepherd fights the battle with Satan on behalf of the sheep. You'll never make it in this life without not just a shepherd, but a good shepherd. The Bible says he is the good shepherd. Got to move on here. He said, not only am I the good shepherd, but he said in John 11:25, I am the resurrection and life. Lord have mercy. Jesus said, I am the resurrection. I am life. I am the resurrection. I want y'all to look at your preacher this morning, because I've been walking around this church for 11 years listening to some of y'all.